Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be doing a water change on Butter's tank today. I believe today is day 5 or 6 of not having a water change. So she is due for a water change. I believe her nitrates are right around 10 to 15 ppm, which is not bad at all. However, I do like to keep them really low. The plants are actually doing a really great job at keeping her nitrates super low. So I'm actually able to go like 6, almost 7 days. I bet you I could probably go 7, but I'm just really paranoid. So I usually don't go past 5 or 6 days without doing at least a 30%. Like I said, the plants do a really great job of pulling some of the nitrates out. So they usually never go above 15 for me, which I really like. But we are gonna go on and do a water change because I like to keep her fresh and keep her in fresh water. So we're gonna do that now. Of course, I use aged water for my tank with a little bit of prime. As usual, I don't use tap water for her anymore, especially during the winter time. I just find that that works best for her, especially after the dropsy scare and everything. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do a water change on Butter's tank. The thing I have to do is set up my python, so I'm gonna go set that up now, and then we will empty the tank of some of the things floating in there. Mainly her plants that she has completely dug up out of the sand. As usual, she bites on her plants and she'll see a root sticking out and she'll grab it and run with it like a shark. So I'm gonna take some of the stuff out of the tank, turn off the filter, turn off the bubbler, and then we will get started on the water change. Alright, Butter, don't you bite me. We're taking out your broccoli that you really didn't care for. I just laid her broccoli on her little plate. And then we're gonna start the water change. Alright, so I have my Python siphon here. The faucet is currently off, but I've already shown a tutorial on my big tank clean video on how to work this. Basically just put it in the tank, attach it to your faucet, and then you turn the faucet on and then monitor it, obviously. I'm gonna be over here doing the gravel a little bit, so I don't have to worry about covering up the end. But if you don't wanna suck up your fish and you are not diligent about watching your suction, then I would advise covering up your hole, especially if you're not gravel vacuuming or anything. I would put some sort of a mesh over it, but I'm gonna be over here watching, so it'll be okay. Alright, so here's my tote full of aged water. This water's been in here for about 2 or 3 days, just aging and stuff. I usually fill it back up a day or 2 after I do a water change so that I have a full tote ready for the next time. Hi! I also have a towel down because I will inevitably spill water everywhere with my bucket. There is no siphon that works for me anyway to get this water into the tank. So I have to do it by bucket. For some reason, the water will not suck out of here because it's lower and it won't go higher, you know what I mean? So you can see here, I've lowered the water about 50%. This is about what I do every time that I do the water change. It's about 40 to 50%, and I usually do that much. Sometimes I may do 50 or 60, it just depends, but her nitrates were only about 15. I checked them yesterday and they were 10, so they're actually not that high. Even for it having been 5 or 6 days, they're not high. Like I said, the plants do a really, really good job with that, so we're gonna go on and fill that up now. So this is actually the best plant that you can get to pull nitrates out of your water. You can see the roots are really long. She loves to nibble on them and drag it around too. So I kind of have it hooked underneath the bubbler because she loves to pull plants around the tank. So I kind of keep this one in the corner in the back. But it has grown huge since I started putting it in there. And basically this is a pothos, and I actually have a video clip of how tiny this was and how it had no roots before I put it in my tank. All right, here is the first piece of pothos I'm putting in my aquarium filter. Wish me luck. I'm really hoping that this works or does something or takes off, or maybe it's just a cool experiment to see if it will bring down nitrates, even though I have no fish in here at the moment. We'll see. So we're just gonna put it in here and see what it looks like in a week. Now we are going to start filling this up. We're gonna put a little bit of prime in here. Even though the water's aged, I'm still gonna use some prime, and then we will fill it up. It's gonna stir the sand around, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. It'll settle after a couple hours of having the filter on. Another thing I usually do is I will take one of the sponges out of the filter media and I'll use it to scrub down the glass in the tank and then put it back in the filter. It's really good to make sure you're cleaning out your filter too, especially if there's a lot of gunk and muck in there and buildup. But I actually did it the last water change that I did. I took her sponge out, cleaned all the glass and everything, and made sure that the sponges weren't clogged, so I don't have to do that this time. So her filter's fine. Now we have to fix the sand. I'm gonna replant her plants, which she will inevitably dig up again. And then I will fix her sand a little bit. You don't really have to fix the sand because she does peck at it all day, so she'll end up moving it around herself, but I'm gonna go on and plant the plants anyway. Alright, Butter, be a good girl. Don't dig those up. Alright, that is it. That is how I do a full water change on Butter's tank. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe down below and also hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe down below. I will see you guys next time. Be kind. Bye. Here we are. It's been about 2 hours since her water change, and we have one plant uprooted. We still have one in the sand, but I'm sure that she's got her sights set on it, and it will only be a matter of time before naughty girl does that again. You're bad. You're a bad girl. Your poor plants. You're destroying them. You bad? You want mommy buy you some more? Oh, you're so cute. R.I.P. You're so precious. Some pellets. Here you go. It's the rest of your food for the day. You good girl. You are such a good girl.